Hey everybody, the purpose of this video is to get you some solutions to the ADA quiz here. So let's just get into it. Hopefully you read through it before, so I'll just skip through and knock through some of the questions. Let's see. Here is the code about slope and rise for these ADA ramps. The maximum rise for any run shall be 30 inches. Okay, so the first thing I did was I took some measurements here. It looks like we rose 2 feet and a half an inch. And the hypotenuse was 25 feet 1 inch. So is the ramp's rise within the code? Maximum rise 30 inches. We are 24 inches 24.5 inches. So yes, we are within code. Boom. Yes. Calculate the grade the wrong way. So the wrong way, as we discussed in class, is just taking the rise divided by the hypotenuse. We'll talk more about that momentarily. Let's do that. So I took 24.5 divided by, now that was in inches, right? The number of feet in the ramp was 25 feet 1 inch. So I'm going to divide this. Watch, see if this makes sense. 25 times 12 plus 1. So what that means, hopefully you understand, I'm converting 25 feet to inches by multiplying by 12 and then adding 1. So now I've got inches over inches. All right, so let's go ahead and hit enter on that one. Looks like it's about 8.1%. 8.1% grade. So there's your grade right there, the wrong way. Now you might have noticed up here they also told us a 1 to 12 grade is maximum allowable, 1 to 12. So I wanted you to convert that to a decimal because this as a fraction is a little messy. But 1/12 as a decimal is 0.083 repeating, which is 8.3%. So my next question was, does our ramp's grade comply? And the answer is yes. Our grade was 8.1%. Their maximum is 8.3%. So we've got it's at 0.2% leeway. So we're okay. We're shallow enough. And then last but not least was the whole, we did it the wrong way, but we want to do it the right way because this is a government operation. Right? Hopefully they've got some precision involved. So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the grade the correct way now. Now this is going to seem a little bit strange. I'm going to do the whole calculation up here in the Google bar. We still know the rise is 24.5 inches. However, the run, we have to use the Pythagorean theorem to figure out what the run is. Now the run is going to be the square root of the hypotenuse squared minus the rise squared. We did a few of these in class, so you'll remember this, seeing it in class. So we've got to take the square root of the hypotenuse squared, which is going to be 25 feet times 12 inches plus 1 all squared, minus, notice right there at that point, we're getting an answer right here. Google's telling us there's an answer, but we have to take away the rise squared, which is at 24.5. 24.5 squared. All right, let's strike enter. We're coming up with a grade of about 8.166%. Now that's bigger. That is bigger than the grade the wrong way. And hopefully, if that doesn't make sense, let's explain why. Since you're dividing by a smaller number, it has to be a smaller number. If you think back to what the actual triangle looks like, the hypotenuse has to be longer than the run. You're dividing by a smaller number, that means the fraction is bigger. So there's your calculation right there. The grade comes in at about, if you want to round it off, I don't know what I told you to round to. I don't know if I even did tell you to round anything. I did not. That's okay, but it doesn't matter because it's still under the maximum allowable grade. So yay, we're good. We're good. We are still under 112 and we're ADA compliant. So I hope that helped, and we'll see you guys in class.